let's solve this problem real quick. This is an inverse variation question. So we have that if n varies inversely to the square root of L, and when L is equal to 30, n is equal to 25. So we are asked to find L when n is 50. So to do this, the very first thing we are going to do is to get the relationship between the letter n and the letter L. So let's do this. Solution. So we have that n varies inversely. So we have the variation sign, our proportionality sign, inversely 1 over, inverse means 1 over, the square root of L, square root of L. So when n is 30, L is 25. So for us to remove this proportionality sign, we need to introduce what we call a constant. So we have that n is equal to, introducing a constant, we have k divided by the square root of L. So we now solve. When n is 30, so when n equals 30, comma L equals 25. With this information, we can get the value of k and get the relationship between n and L. So when n is 30, L is 25. Now, let's substitute here. So we have that n 30 is equal to k divided by square root of L, 25. This implies that 30 is equal to k divided by, what is the square root of 25? The square root of 25 is 5, so we have 5. So this is over 1. When we cross multiply, we have that k times 1 will give us k, and that is equal to 5 times this will give us 150. So the value of k is 150. Now the relationship between n and L is going to be that n is equal to k is 150 divided by the square root of L. With this information, we can now get the value. We now get the value of L when n is 50. So let's do that. Using the same formula here, when L equals 50, so we substitute. We have that n is 50 equals k is 150 divided by the square root of L. We cross multiply because this is over 1. If we cross multiply, we have that this time this will give us 50 root L is equal to 150. If we divide both sides by the coefficient of root L, we are going to have that root L is equal to 150 divided by 50. So this implies that root L is equal to, this dividing here we have, if 0 cancel here we have this times this divide here, we're going to have 3. So root L is equal to 3. This implies that if root crosses the equality sign, it means that L is going to be 3 raised to power 2. When square root crosses the equality sign, it becomes square on the other side. So we have that L is now equal to 3 raised to power this is equal to 9.